Barreling refers to persistent aggression in a poker hand. Technically, it's betting each street without interruption. Betting each street. Of course, there's 3 streets in Texas Hold'em: the flop, the turn, and the river. The terms you'll hear around barreling are single barreling, double barreling, and triple barreling. A single barrel, then, is a bet on the flop. So if you raised pre-flop, you have the lead, and you make a continuation bet on the flop, that flop bet is your first barrel. If you continue uninterrupted and make a turn bet, we call that a double barrel. And this is actually the most interesting and most often mentioned barrel, the double barrel. And occasionally, you'll find yourself triple barreling, which is a river bet following a double barrel. Let's work through a simple hand example to demonstrate a double barrel. We're seated in the cutoff, and we have Jack of clubs, 10 of clubs. Let's say our villain is in the big blind. We raise 3 times the big blind. It folds around to our villain. He calls. It's just us 2 on the flop. And the flop is all low cards, 9, 6, 2, rainbow. Not a single card, or each card is a different suit. So what does our opponent do? He's out of position. He doesn't have the lead. So he does what we expect him to do. He checks. And we fire our first barrel. We bet 1/2 the pot. He happens to call. So we see the turn. The turn is actually an ace, a scare card. It's very much within our pre-flop raising range. Our opponent, again, checks to us. This is our opportunity to fire a second barrel, to double barrel our opponent. We make it a slightly bigger bet. It's 2/3 the pot this time. And our opponent folds, and the double barrel worked. Now, if he had called, we'd have an opportunity to triple barrel the river, which you should do rarely. His call is an indication of a drawing hand or a hand he'd like to show down with, maybe mid-pair. Maybe it's a pair of 9s, so his top pair on the flop, and he's just controlling the pot. In summary, a turn scare card is a good opportunity for you to turn a continuation bet into a double barrel and win a pot. For more on barreling, watch our Blue Bean video on the topic.